Hello students, Om Shanti. Welcome to all. Now I am going to discuss the chemical properties of metals. So before discussing the chemical properties, just you know the reactivity series. This one helpful for you in chemical properties, reactivity series. Potassium, you just take some example of reactivity series: potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminum, zinc, iron, tin, hydrogen, copper, mercury, silver and arum. So, all of you try to recall on the basis of reactivity which one is more reactive. Accordingly, here some set of metal along with the hydrogen here taken, it is known as reactivity series. In 11th 12th class we will familiar as electrochemical series. Now here under 10th standard it is known as reactivity series. So some metals along with hydrogen are arranged in descending order of its the reactivity is known as the reactivity series followed. So come to the point, the chemical properties of metal. First point you can write the with oxygen. So which metal is more reactive? No need to heat, that easily exposed with airs and metallic oxide are formed. So potassium, sodium more reactive. So potassium plus oxygen you will get the potassium oxide. But calcium is less reactive than sodium, potassium. So here some heat is required for the reaction. So when calcium heated with oxygen we get the calcium oxide. Okay. So magnesium, about magnesium, at room temperature the sodium potassium react with the oxygen, and calcium some heating is required like calcium and magnesium. Magnesium is more heated, strongly heated compared to calcium, and we get the magnesium oxide likewise. But you must remember the iron, copper, iron, zinc, aluminum, iron, zinc and aluminum, these three metals less reactive than alkali and alkaline earth metal. So whenever these metals are heated you will get the metallic oxide in, like you take the example iron. Okay, iron plus oxygen, there are two valency of iron, plus 2 and plus 3. So that also form the in 2 state, that is iron oxide, and in 3 state also the Fe2O3, and ultimately that both oxidation state compound it is written as Fe3O4, that is known as ferric oxide. Or simply you know ferric oxide. So what you observe, more reactive, simply touch with the oxygen that react and gives the metallic oxide, but less reactive, some heating is required and that also convert into the metallic oxide. But here you recall here iron, in case of iron that produce the Fe3O4, two oxidation state compound form in case of iron. So now next come to the water. So with waters, which one is the more reactive, that react explosively violently with water, like the sodium. Whenever sodium plays with water, even in cold water, that violently react and catches fire. So that one produce the sodium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. So violently react in cold water, no heating is required. Likewise potassium more violently react with the waters. Now calcium and magnesium, here some heating is required, and that produce the calcium hydroxide, and simply you say the calcium hydroxide, that one, or hydrogen gas. Likewise magnesium plus water, magnesium hydroxide, but you must recall the aluminum, zinc and iron, three metals. So these are the less reactive, so that one produce the metallic oxide, not the hydroxide. So you just take the iron plus water. So it is steam. When steam pass over hot iron, then that one convert into metallic oxide. What do you observe? Other metal react with water, gives hydroxide of metal and hydrogen gas, but these three metal you must remember, aluminum, zinc and iron, when it is treated with water, means when steam pass over the hot iron or hot aluminum or hot zinc, that one convert into the metallic oxide. So you must remember it one, that is slightly different, in place of hydroxide giving the oxide. So Fe2O3 and hydrogen gas. It is clear? But some metal very less reactive, that doesn't react with water, and you can note down that one: copper, silver, arum, platinum. So these are noble metal, and these metal do not react with the water. So you remember it. So in case of water, reaction of metal with water, so you remember more reactive metal react with the water, gives the hydroxide of metal and hydrogen gas, and the three metal like aluminum, zinc, iron treated with water, means other words you can say that when steam pass over hot iron or hot aluminum or zinc, that one convert into metallic oxide and hydrogen gas, and these metal do not react with the waters. Now comes to the third chemical properties. With acid, very important reaction, metal with acid. Okay, so simply metal react with the acid, gives salt and hydrogen gas. Okay, in acid you can take HCl or H2SO4. So more reactive. So which one produce the hydrogen gas? Here two cases. Those metal which above 2 hydrogen react with the sulfuric acid or dilute hydrochloric acid, that produce the salt and hydrogen gas. Remember it. The metal which comes above 2 hydrogen in reactivity series, these metal always produce the hydrogen gas with the HCl or H2SO4. But some metal below 2, 4 metal only here written, 4 metal below 2 hydrogen, that is copper, mercury, silver, arum, coinage metal along with the mercury. Likewise you recall 4 metal only, and rest metal above 2 hydrogen. Likewise you make recall it, that will be better for you. So you can take example. So just you have taken the calcium plus HCl. According to this general concept, salt, here the chloride. So chloride of calcium, that is calcium chloride and hydrogen gas. that one replace single displacement reaction. Even you take the zinc is heated with sulfuric acid, it is the sulfate radical, so metallic sulfate, so zinc sulfate you can easily write down and hydrogen gas produce. Here one notable point, those metal which below 2 hydrogen in reactivity series that do not produce the hydrogen, that one react with the acid, but do not produce the hydrogen gas, because that one react but hydrogen gas will not release. For example, you have taken copper and H2SO4. So, salt will be produced according to this concept, salt, only hydrogen gas will not produce. So, you can write here copper sulfate plus sulfur dioxide and water. Here hydrogen gas is not evolving in this reaction with any 4 metal, copper, mercury, silver and arum. Okay. The reason here, the copper is less reactive than hydrogen. So, copper not capable to replace hydrogen from the sulfuric acid. That one react with the compound, but copper will not replace hydrogen from that sulfuric acid due to less reactive of copper than hydrogen. So, it is clear. And next notable point, most metals do not produce hydrogen gas with nitric acid. In previous example you have written HCl or H2SO4, now here another acid is taken, nitric acid, that one react, but that one will not produce the hydrogen gas. Any metal, most of metal do not produce the hydrogen gas. In fact, that one produce the hydrogen, but reason here, nitric acid is the stronger oxidizing agent, So, what happened with this? So, just you take here the nitric acid decompose on heating, that produce the nitrogen dioxide, water and nascent oxygen. Okay. So, suppose that hydrogen replaced from the nitric acid, the hydrogen gas is replaced. Suppose what happens in nitric acid, that decompose into this compound and along with this nascent oxygen. Nascent oxygen is highly reactive, that is the nascent means just evolve and very unstable. During the reaction it one evolve, and due to reactivity it just combine with any available substance in that reaction vessel. So, what happens, the evolved hydrogen react with oxygen, produce the water, this hydrogen and oxygen that produce the water, and itself that reduce. So, copper oxidize the nitric acid, oxidize the hydrogen and itself reduce into the oxide of non-metals. So, reaction will written like that, metal plus HNO3 gives nitrate of metal plus oxide of nitrogen plus water. This is general concept. So, you always remember, it will be helpful. And here nitric acid, there are 5 cases very dilute 20 to 30%, 50% conc, HNO3 100% conc and fuming form, fuming HNO3. Fuming HNO3 means remain in the gaseous state. So, up to 12th class here 2 condition given, dilute nitric acid and conc HNO3. Okay. So, in higher class that one will be taught what product will be produced if you take very dilute HNO3 or 20 to 30% nitric acid, 50% nitric acid. So, in case of dilute nitric acid and conc nitric acid, in dilute nitric acid, that is nitrogen nitric oxide is produced, and with conc nitric acid you can write nitrogen dioxide gas. Okay. So, general concept what you observe, metal with nitric acid gives the nitrate of metal, salt, and oxide of nitrogen. In oxide of nitrogen what will write according to condition. If dilute nitric acid is written, then you can write the nitric oxide. If here conc nitric acid is written, then you can write the nitrogen dioxide. So, you can write the equation easily. So, just you take one example, calcium and HNO3, and you can write here dilute HNO3. So, according to that concept, the nitrate of metal, here metal written calcium. If you take zinc, the zinc nitrate. If you have written magnesium, magnesium nitrate, potassium, potassium nitrate, like that. So, calcium nitrate plus nitrogen nitric oxide and water. So, first you write water, these two are common product, salt and water common product, variation here oxide of nitrogen. So, in case of dilute you can write nitric oxide. If suppose it is written calcium plus HNO3, conc HNO3 here given suppose. So, you can write the calcium nitrate plus water, these two common product, and in place of NO and Na2. So, what you are observing here, metal with acid you have written in general way, with HCl or H2SO4 that produce the hydrogen gas along with salt, but in case of nitric acid that do not produce the hydrogen gas. Reason here, nitric acid is a stronger oxidizing agent that oxidize the revolve hydrogen into water and itself reduce into oxide of nitrogen, that is the main reason. So, you have written here the reaction and the some noble metal, some noble metal like that you can write the arum and platinum. These do not react with the any acid, but that can dissolve in aquaregia or royal water, it is known as sometimes royal water. Aquaregia, sometimes question asks what is aquaregia. So, you can write that it is mixture of 3 part HCl and 1 part nitric acid. By volume, suppose 3 part HCl and 1 part nitric acid mix, that is called aquaregia. So, what happens when it is mixed, HCl plus HNO3 that produce nitrosyl chloride plus water and nascent chlorine. Again here nascent chlorine produce, that is highly reactive. So, what happened, the suppose arum added into aquaregia, this produce chloride react with arum and produce the auric chloride. In this way that one dissolve in aquaregia. So, now next chemical properties with salt, metal with salt, metal with salt. So, in starting I have shown the reactivity series. So, you in general way you can write metal reacts its below metallic salt. What happens, that produce salt plus metal. M dash plus metal salt, you can write nitrate or sulfate or carbonate, any salt of any metal that produce salt plus metal. So, you have taken the metal here, suppose the calcium, you have written no reactivity series potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, zinc. Suppose you have taken here the calcium and written here the zinc chloride. So, calcium just come above to zinc in reactivity series. So, that one react below metallic salt. So, any metal react with its below metallic salt gives the salt and another metal. So, you can write here calcium chloride, it also come under the single displacement reaction, but zinc is added into calcium chloride, no reaction, because calcium is more reactive than zinc. So, zinc is not capable, zinc do not replace calcium from its salt. This is the main reason. That is why I have written here in metal react its below metallic salt produce salt and metal. Likewise, you can write the reaction of metal with salt. Now, here one thing I have already discussed in the acid, base and salt. Again I am going to repeat that reaction. Here you have written the metal with acid, but some metal react with base also. Generally metal react with acid, but only few metal react with base. So, you take that example, that is known as amphoteric metal, and that amphoteric metal zinc, aluminum and tin and lead. Even its oxide also, zinc oxide, aluminum oxide, even hydroxide, zinc hydroxide, aluminum hydroxide, all these are amphoteric in nature. So, all that one react with the base. So, reaction I have already discussed in previous chapter. So, again you write here, suppose you have written zinc and sodium hydroxide. So, what product? Here sodium zincate. So, that clue given in previous chapter. So, accordingly you can write Na2ZnO2 and here hydrogen gas. But if you take zinc oxide, in place of hydrogen you have to write the water. Even with zinc hydroxide or means hydroxide or amphoteric metal, in place of hydrogen you have to write the water, but this one is common product. Suppose you have written here aluminum plus sodium hydroxide. So, what product? Sodium aluminate NaAlO2. This is the sodium aluminate, this is the sodium zincate and here hydrogen gas. So, chemical properties of metal is over. So, which one is important? So, reaction with acid with nitric acid and reaction of metal with sodium hydroxide, aqua regia, these are important. So, thank you for listening it. Further I will come with chemical properties of non-metals. Thank you.